G'day, it's Tarrot here from Sunland Caravans, and today we've got a really exciting one for you. I've got a brand new model. This is going to be our 2024 Phoenix. It's got a few extras, or a lot of extras actually, compared to our previous models. We'll start at the front and we'll go right through them. It's going to take a little while. This model's called the Phoenix X. All right, let's start at the start. New model comes with some new features. One of the new features is this toolbox. So we will have 4 different toolboxes available in our lineup, but this one here is my favorite one. This one here will give you storage in the center here. If you lift this up, you'll see you got 2 9-kilo gas bottles, huge amount of storage in that compartment there, plus a smaller compartment here on the left. This will be big enough to fit a Honda 2.3 or 2.4 kVA generator and many other generators that are available on the market. Doesn't have a slide, but because there's only a small lip, really easy to get in and out. As we come across to the front here, this is our normal A-frame. We have lifted the toolbox up to give you a little bit of wood storage there as well. Our electric jockey leg plus a manual jockey leg. This van will be available with ATMs of 3.5 tonne and 4 tonne as standard at no cost. In this case, I've only rated this one to 3.5 tonne, so we put a DO 35 on there. But to turn this into a 4 tonne, all I would have to do is change that to a DO 45 and away you go. Excellent for people with the bigger utes and want a little bit more storage. Let's have a look at the awning side of the van. Slide out kitchen. So there's a lot of different slide out kitchens and cooking barbecue type options available on the market. In this case, we've decided to make this one standard. So this one here is made by Bush Tucker. These are a high quality stainless steel external kitchen, and I'll fold this out for you to show you exactly how this all goes together. That folds that way. We have an additional drawer there as well with some storage, great for utensils and other bits and pieces. We've got 2 gas burners and a sink there as well. And then of course you want to fit your Ziggy or your Webbecue or one of those sort of barbecues, perfect spot for it right there. It doesn't take up a lot of room in the through boot as well, so that's what I really like about this one. You still get plenty of additional storage. So what else we've got? External table, of course. We've always put external tables on the Phoenix. In this case, we've got 2 of them. We've got our airbag suspension, so the Cruisemaster XT suspension, auto air suspension is standard on this model, as well as disc brakes. Now, disc brakes isn't a new one for us. We don't normally do that as standard. It's normally an option. In this case, I wanted to pretty much make everything stand on this van, so we've gone with the disc brakes. You do lose the stability control, but the disc brakes, based on what Cruisemaster tell me, will stop you up to 20% quicker than the 12-inch drum brakes. So I think that's a very important safety feature, so I've made them standard. We've got external speakers, marine speakers, and external entertainment unit. That's been brought from the previous model. Really, really simple. We've got our 12 volt, we've got our 240 connections, and all the aerials, including HDMI connectivity. Second external table, we've stuck with the Gerard instant gas hot water heater. That works really, really well. You dial your temperature in, you turn it on, and away it goes. Very, very simple. We've got an additional external gas bayonet, so we've got one down the front, but we've also got one down the back here as well. So if you do want to run a separate barbecue or a lantern or something like that, got plenty of room for it down here. Electric awning is standard on all the Phoenixes, and especially this one, the Phoenix X, which has everything. So you can see that. Fantastic. Come around to the back here. Externally, there's only a few visual cues that are going to tell you that this is a Phoenix X, but probably the most obvious one is here on the back with our new logo, which is the Phoenix X. We have a look in this hatch here. Gone with our hot water system. So this hot water system, as I just described, we've still got 190 litre general purpose water tank as standard, plus a 60 litre water tank for filtered drinking water, 2 water pumps, a gas heater unit. Here's the fluid reservoir for the disc brakes. We've got a red water valve, all the stuff that you've ever found in a Sunland, plus more is in this van. Rear bumper, so we've gone with the powder coated rear bumper now, so where it was previously painted, now it is powder coated. We're talking an aluminium pole carrier with our integrated tail lights. So it's got the integrated progressive tail lights too, which look really, really good. Plus our built-in number plate and number plate lights. No hatch on here anymore. I'll show you why. We've moved that around to the side. Now I'll get into this in some other videos coming up later, but basically there's going to be a big change to the way lithium batteries are stored in caravans moving forward as the regulations change. We've already done it. We don't have to yet, but we've already done it. So this is how we've done it. Looks a little bit different to previous models. What we've got here is 4 150 amp lithium batteries. So that's 600 amp hours of lithium is standard in this model, along with the brains, which has got 2 solar regulators built in there to take the power from the solar on the roof to there. We've got 5 solar panels on the roof, so 1,000 watts of solar, huge amount of solar. all built into this case here. This is fully enclosed, sealed, only accessible from the outside, so it's more than compliant for the upcoming changes. Here we've got our toilet cassette. Not much has changed there, but nice and neat. We do give the option of going with the composting toilet if you don't like the cassette toilet. I still find probably 75% of people going with cassette toilet, so I've made that standard on this model. This hatch is new for us though. This hatch here is the inverter. So along with these new rules, the inverter and the batteries won't be able to be located in the same box together, so we've had to do something a little bit different. So in this case, we've put the inverter here. This is behind the fridge. We've allowed for the fridge to move forward into the van a little bit and give us this extra cavity. You'll see we've got our breaker switches, we've got power point in there, we've even got a light in there as well. This is the Vitron 3000 kVA. Just fits nice and neatly, vents really well. Still got our fridge vent, plus our fridge vent on the roof as well. That all seems to work nicely. You might see these pieces of sail track either side of the fridge vent there. Basically what that's for is the available dust covers, which come standard with this model as well. But basically you just slip the cover over that when you're traveling on dusty roads, and that'll stop the dust being able to enter the van through there. There's also one for the entrance door as well. You do need to take them off when you're utilising the van though, of course. Grey water tank, so 130 litre grey water tank, that's still in the same location there. It's a single barb with a tap. So basically you attach a hose if you want to run the water away, or you close the tap if you want to store the grey water. 130 litres is a lot for a grey water tank. 17-inch alloy wheels are standard, of course. And then as we come down here, okay, water fillers. So you'll see there's no water fillers down the side of the van. I've gone away from the traditional water fillers and gone with a high pressure only water filler, which is just located underneath there. That's a snap-on fitting. You can fill the water tanks extremely quickly and efficiently with that fitting, and it just seems to work really well. Now what I might do is get the cameraman to come around here and we'll have a look underneath the van. So this has got one option, one thing it isn't standard. In this case, it's the stone protection. So if we get down here, you'll see we've fitted this grass type material here in front of the suspension and in front of the spare wheel. So when you go and do your travel on your gravel roads, you'll be able to protect it from stones and hopefully have little to no damage underneath the van as well. Obviously, like with all the vans, we don't have plumbing and other fittings hanging down underneath our van. A lot of it's being protected anyway, but this is just a little bit of extra protection. That option will be available on other model Sunlands coming up in the future as well. And then of course this side, through boot. So I said there was plenty of room still in the through boot. You can sort of get an idea of that by having a look in this end. We've got that at kitchen that came out the other side, but that's all the additional space we've got there. It's a huge amount left. All right, so that's a quick view of the outside. Let's go inside and see what's changed in there. Okay, now we're inside the Phoenix X. I'm going to show you some of the changes and some of the things that we've brought forward from the previous model because they just worked and looked really good. We'll start with the bed though. That's one we have brought forward. So this is a full-size queen mattress. I'm talking full-size width and full length as well, which is 2030, I think. We have cut the corners of the mattress to make it a little bit easier to get around, but having a full-size mattress means your fitted sheet's going to fit. Obviously for taller people, that's always going to be a good thing as well. These are also an inner-spring mattress with a pillow top, so they are nice and comfy. And they are on gas struts. You can lift the bed base up really easy. I'm doing that with one hand, even though that mattress is reasonably heavy. And you'll see we've got additional storage there. I've got drawers either side of the bed that come out, and additional storage at the back there as well. So quite a bit. I'll put that back down. The van comes with a whole heap of cushions, which we make. Noelle does a really, really good job of this. I love what she's done here with the Phoenix X logo on this particular cushion though. It's been burnt into this leather panel, along with fabric on the back. It just looks really, really cool. Gas heater, of course, we've got to have a gas heater. We're sure that on the outside. The controls are here right next to the bed. We've done this nice leather pocket either side of the bed, as well as cutouts there with power inside the actual robe. So if you use a CPAP machine, or you want to charge your iPads or phones or Kindles or whatever, it's handy just having that nice and neatly next to you. We've got 12 volt power and 240 power there as well. In this case, we have hanging space with a single shelf above it. We can do multiple shelves if you don't want any hanging space. I personally like the shelves, but that's a personal choice. We have got a drawer either side as well. These are nice big drawers, you see that? Nice and long drawers. We continue to go with our Aussie Traveller windows because we really, really like these windows. Basically, we've got a full blackout blind, plus our screen there, our fly screen there, which is midget proof, black as well, which means you don't see the dirt as easily. Easy to keep it looking clean all the time. Nice and easy action, slide up and down. We can even pop these pelmets here to access the mechanism. I do suggest that you give them a bit of a spray with a bit of silicone spray every 6 months or so to keep them lubricated and moving nice and neatly. Fans, we've got a few fans in this van. So two Sirocco fans here at the end of the bed here. These can be directed to face the dinette as well, which work really well. Hatches, we've gone with Max Fan Deluxe hatches. So Max Fans are very similar to the fantastic hatches that we've been using for a long time, but they have a couple of additional benefits, and the main one being that they can be used while it's raining as well, because they've got a dome on the outside. So even when it's a wet day, you can still have that open and running as per usual. Having two gives us a few different options. You can have one pushing the air in while the other one sucks the air out, and you get a nice airflow, helping you keep the van nice and cool if you don't want to run your air conditioner. Don't know if you've noticed already, but lighting in this van has changed. We've done some LED strip lighting up along the pelmets here, or the bulkheads along here, which gives the van a nice ambient feature look. We've gone away from their traditional reading lights at the bed and here at the dinette as well, and gone with LED lights which are mounted underneath the overhead cupboard. Much brighter. They do have a dimming function as well, and get you plenty of light, available light. We've still got our couple of speakers here in the centre. Upholstery, Noel's done a really, really good job of this one. I love this colour. This is definitely my favourite colour leather now. I can't remember what it's called, but I'll put that in the description. It is a nice grey with a sort of a bluey tinge, I'd guess. She's gone with the grey stitching and the black leather inserts on the sides and inserts on the end of the seats. Both seats come standard with a drawer as well. We've gone with our leather table pod here, which will give you 12 volt USB, your battery monitors, your inverter monitor, your water tanks, and your 240 power points too. So that's all built in there. Really neat and looks fantastic. I really like the look of this. White table. Now we go to the Evo Stone. So this is, I don't think we've used this Evo Stone before actually. I chose this one without ever seeing it in the van, but I think it looks really, really good. It matches the cabinetry really well. So Stylight cabinetry throughout, of course. So we've gone the darker one down the bottom with the dark handles, which blend in nice and neatly. That sort of blends in well with, contrasts well with the bench. And then we've gone with this silver brush finish for the top overhead covers, and I think that really sort of puts it all together and looks really nice, especially with the splashback and the metallic splashback. Inside here we've got our satellite system. So basically we've got our Vast box and our satellite controls. This has got a Pro Max satellite, which is standard on this model, along with this 32-inch LED TV, and a Bluetooth soundbar is also standard in this model. Like I said, pretty much everything is. All concealed handles, you'll see here. Above the range hood, we've got plenty of space as well. This range hood does vent out, but it vents straight out the side there, so we don't have to put a pipe through the roof. This is the standard cooking, so in this case I've gone with a single induction cooktop and 2 gas. We do have a few variable options there too. You can have full ovens, you can have part of ovens, you can have nothing. It's all up to you. We will work with you to come up with exactly what it is that you want, but I think that works really, really well. And you'll see with this one, you actually end up with 2 extra drawers there as well, plus a huge cupboard there, a couple of little drawers, and this one here will have a rubbish bin, a double rubbish bin underneath there. So a huge amount of storage. This is 20'6", this van, so for a 20'6" van, this has got a lot of storage. Above the microwave here, we'll have our stereo controls, our water pumps, and our controls for the external speakers here as well. I've gone with a black tapware finish on this one, so black tapware throughout, and you have a look at this, your tea towel rail is also black, which I think looks really, really nice. Just the little things that make the difference. So the fridge. We talked about the inverter being behind the fridge, so what's happened internally? We've brought this wall forward a little bit and brought this fridge forward. Still plenty of room though to open the fridge door. There's no problems with that. This is the 218 litre 12 volt compressor fridge by Dometic. That's the standard fridge that we're going to be fitting into all our vans. These have got metal shelves with the little rail to stop anything sliding off there as well. Plus your freezer at the top as well. This will be nice and cold. Bathroom, there's been a couple of little changes in the bathroom, not a huge amount, but a couple of little ones. First one, this towel area. So we've got this recessed towel area here. Again, we've gone with normal towel rails, but we've gone with black ones. I've done an additional cutout there in the bottom. I don't know if you can see that. That's perfect for storing things down there. So you can have your towels and a little bit of storage. Above here, we still have our breaker switches and our safety switches. That's standard. You've got to have those. Here in the corner, we've gone, I don't know if you can see this in the video, but this is actually a different material, this, and the fridge cavity as well. This is the Stylight, so it's a metallic-y white. Looks really, really nice. That's your linen press there, 4 shelves, all empty, so you've got plenty of storage. You've got your overhead cupboards here with concealed handles again. gas struts and all that as well. Your black tap and your fiberglass vanity. So we like these fiberglass vanities because they get the sink at a good height, not being too high, not being too low. It gives you the drain at the back there, so that allows for your plumbing to be further away from the front, which allows us to do this drawer set here. So we've got 3 drawers there. 3.3 kilo top load washing machine is standard in this model, which is below here. You've got a lid there, and you can open that if you want to go with a front loader. And of course, we've got the fiberglass shower, which Michael's standing in at the moment, but when I move out of here, he'll do a quick video of the shower. We use a one-piece only fiberglass shower with a built-in integrated seat, which allows us to put the hot water system underneath there. The shower floor is sloped, so it does drain, so even the van's not completely level, you get the shower to drain well. Okay, so that's the My24 Phoenix X in a 20'6" configuration. We will make them in other sizes as well. Give you a quick recap on some of the standard things that are on this van, and there's a lot at that. You've got your electric jockey leg, you've got your new toolbox, you've got the Bush Tucker slide-out kitchen, which is fantastic and gives you lots of options there. We've got a couple of external tables, lots of LED lighting inside and outside. I really love this strip lighting we've done inside. We've gone Cruisemaster XT auto airbag suspension, plus disc brakes. We've got a gas heater. We've got 600 ampere hours of lithium batteries, which is huge, and 1,000 watts of solar. So that's 5 200-watt solar panels on the roof, along with your satellite dish, your IBIS 4 air conditioning, 2 Max Fan Deluxes, genuine leather upholstery, 32-inch TV, soundbar, microwave, cooking options there, but in this case, a standard one is 1 induction, 2 gas, 3.3 kilo top load washing machine, your 220 litre fridge. There almost is no options left. We've pretty much done everything that you can possibly think of as standard. It's definitely the most spec'd up Sunland Caravan that we've ever built in its standard configuration. But there is a few things you can still do. So if you want one of these and you don't want some of these things, we can take them off, and obviously we'll just credit you the pricing on that. So you talk to us and we can certainly customize the van to your liking, but I think it's really good in its standard configuration anyway. I'll put a link to the specifications in the description of this video because there's too many things to write down in one place. If you'd like any more information on this van, there's a couple of things you can do, because this actual van is going to go to the Brisbane show next month in June, and we're going to have it here at the factory in the meantime. So if you do want to come see the van, please make an appointment, give us a call, or send us a message on Facebook or on YouTube, or however you like to do that, and book a time in. I'm here by myself for the next few weeks while Michael's away on holidays, lucky bugger, and I'll be here. So I'm more than happy to show you through, but you will need to make an appointment because I can only deal with a certain amount of people in one go, of course. But otherwise, come and see us at the Caravan show. If you like our channel, please subscribe. Please like this video. Please share it. I want the world to see this van. I think this is the best van in Australia. And I know a lot of people claim that, but I really, really think it is. Anyway, guys, let me know what you think. Have a great day.